Okay, how
Don't touch my bag out there. Don't touch my bag out there.
No,
That's my bag. That's the rub you guys.
No.
Oh. Alright.
I just say it.
But everything I heard.
Can't write on the board, I'm just gonna say it.
If you do that right
I think
now,
it was very interesting to shelter the work that same.
you do that right now, I'll give you a handshake.
Honestly, you got paid for all of you.
Dude, get off
She
chance.
was like, I hit that. And I was like, oh. You can do whichever one you want to do. Just go.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I'll do,
I was
easy one that I'm gonna do is already.
that was what I wanted to do.
What was that, Tracy and Tor?
There you go. Tracy. Good choice. It does look like it. Tracy and Tor and Bang to Easties.
What are you doing this morning?
Even go, do the last
How are
one.
you not even looking at it? Can't figure it out though. You memorize it. How do you memorize it? What is that? I really do.
Well, the world record is like 7.6 seconds.
4.9 seconds.
Jesus, the world record. Just be like,
Man, I can figure it out.
isn't it some Chinese guy?
They are pretty smart, those jams.
Oh my God.
How do you
that takes
erase
so much
that?
time. They're pretty smart, those toast chaps.
Oh, Dios.
Oh, me, oh, Zio.
Dos más personas.
No shit out there. Oh, you didn't complete the previous one, you don't get a handshake.
That's not enough room for the last one.
Rock County.
I can't rock.
Chicken.
I'll do 4.
I was about to get a new board.
I'm not doing 5.
Harvest struggle.
I jumped for whatever.
We might be jumping out.
She's gonna move my mind over. That's why I just Oh.
Straight out of sugar.
I see you got more paper.
Straight out of shit.
That's the same.
Did you go there or another place?
No.
I thought that. I know where it goes.
We'll fix it.
Yeah.
No takers on numero 5?
I can't want that small.
Go again.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, I know you.
2.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure I know it. I just can't remember.
Alright, well, we'll talk about that when we get there.
Yeah.
Alright. Número 1. ¿Cómo se escribe en español? 397. Who did that one? Read it for us.
397.
397. Perfecto. Número 2.
14,445.
14,445. Perfecto. Número 3.
515.
515. 4.
108,009.
Yeah, so we'll put that there. 108,009. Alright, número 5.
11.958.662.
Muy bien. Muy bien. Alright, so I'll write that out. 11,090,90. Not 90. Dios mío.
You got the room.
900.
You erased one of the L's from your video.
Dude, all we changed.
78,000. 600, 602.
Yeah,
That is the amount.
I had a time out each one of those numbers you put on just so I can read it and say it. If I can't look at a number and say it, it takes me too long. So I just wrote it down and said it.
Alright. So mañana, don't forget you have your prueba over los números grandes. It'll be on the Chromebooks. There'll be Diaz multiple choice and Diaz fill in the blank where you'll have to write these out.
Yeah.
Okay? See?
Is there any like math problems, like 1 + 1 + 2 = 3 or something? I don't know.
That's 4 chance.
I didn't mean to say 1 = 2, but math.
Oi. Alright. So what we're actually going to start talking about today, we're going to move on from números.
And family.
And we're going to talk about mi familia.
Or like Concho.
Alright. I don't have it anyway.
I think it's supposed to be on your side. It doesn't matter. Oh, I don't even know. I think I was in first class. That was in biology. Oh, you gonna make like a thank you tree in here? That's what I meant to say. Ew. I already did that last year. I can find it.
Wait, so I said that? I thought I said it wrong. I don't know why. I thought I said that wrong for a minute. He said, oh, you have one. Take one anyway.
El Padre. Who is your Padre?
That's your father, Robbie. A madre is.
I found Bernie Sanders.
You found Bernie Sanders? Unpleasant.
Okay. So we're going to go over, I can't speak English. I can't write.
It's okay.
So days. We're going to go over the pronunciaciones of this new vocabulario. I actually liked this section because now you can start to talk about your family members.
Behind their back.
Exactly. Actually right in front of them, yeah, and they won't know what you're saying, in theory. Some might, but, alright. So, I'm only going to go over the vocab in 3 of these sections. There's a section of adjetivos, but we've already been over adjectives.
Yeah.
This book doesn't introduce adjectives so much later. We are going to be describing our family members, so you will need to find that adjective sheet. There's a PDF on it of it in your Google Classroom. If you can't find it, it's there.
That's me too.
Asked if he was going live.
Like, you going live, bro?
How far back do we go with the families?
Like this?
I'm talking about like generation.
Great-grandfather? Great-grandparents?
I don't know my big.
What did you say, Taylor?
6 more weeks of bad winds for your grandma denied.
Denied.
They denied.
This will be a
Watch you playing around the home today.
And probably
6 more weeks of bad winter. I watched it.
There's no point. The statistics of that, he is being 55% wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Give him a break.
He's always been right. He was just mistaken.
There's been like 80 of him. He's not the same one from like 80 years ago.
Actually, yes, he is. He's mad.
Nobody knows his name. I was like, this secretary doesn't know Sonny Phil anymore.
Watch your grandma.
Yeah, he didn't see it.
Wow, how do you know this stuff? You just look at
If he sees,
Are they like
if he
scared of
sees
their
it, it's
family?
6 more weeks later. If he doesn't see it, that means.
We can shoot
Or
them.
It's my family tree. It's just like one of those things that like we're so used to.
That's Stalin.
Yeah, there's like the efforts and there's like.
Like it.
My friend Josh helped pick up on that.
Yoda.
But I don't think. Did I just use the same family tree from last year? If we screwed up people.
I like to get that Stalin.
There's a trick to that.
Ew, great man.
Oh.
Well, hello there. All right, do you guys have the family packet?
Yes.
All right. We are getting ready to go over the pronunciations of that, so you didn't miss anything. Okay. So don't forget your numbers quiz mañana. It'll be first thing, and then we'll start talking more about La Familia. So what we're going to focus on today is all the pronunciaciones, and then I'm going to give you questions to be able to start asking each other about your family. Are you ready? No? Alright, ¿cómo? Alright, I'm going to start in the category that says La Familia. Clase, repiten después de mí, por favor. El abuelo.
El abuelo.
La abuela.
La abuela.
Los abuelos.
Los abuelos.
Honey, these students go to the library. Peyton Blackburn, Kristen Coleman, Destiny Lambert, Hannah Miller, Angel Morton, Cassie Muller, Ashley Ratliff, Kara Thacker, Chris Little, and Alexis Williams.
Okay. Alright, before I go on, look at El Abuelo and La Abuela. There's two different ones there. So El Abuelo is going to be what?
Your grandfather.
Your grandfather. Yeah. Your papa. Yeah. And La Abuela is going to be your mama, your grandmother. Yeah. Alright.
My mama.
So all of these words have a masculine and a feminine. Because when you're talking about people, you have to have one designated for male, one designated for female. Yeah. See, stop being.
Easy.
All right.
Is there somewhere to say Bubby?
There's not a way to say bubby in Espanol. No. All right. Let's see. Where were we? Okay. Let's start with last name. Clase el apellido.
Apellido.
Gracias. El bisabuelo.
El bisabuelo.
La bisabuela.
La bisabuela.
El cuñado.
El cuñado.
La cuñada.
La cuñada.
El esposo.
El esposo.
La esposa.
La esposa.
Muy bien. Okay. La familia.
La familia.
El gemelo.
El gemelo.
La gemela.
La gemela.
El hermanastro.
El hermanastro.
La hermanastra.
La hermanastra.
El hermano.
El hermano.
La hermana.
La hermana.
El hijastro.
El hijastro.
La hijastra.
La hijastra.
El hijo.
El hijo.
La hija.
La hija.
Los hijos.
Los hijos.
La madrastra.
La madrastra.
Yeah. Madrastra. Yeah. El madre. I mean, la madre. Dios mío, y'all got me so tired.
It's okay.
La madre.
Mom.
Another way to say madre, they will say mama. Mama. Yeah. Right. El medio hermano. Oh, whoa, that's sweet. Try again. El medio hermano.
El medio hermano.
La media hermana.
La media hermana.
El nieto.
El nieto.
La nieta.
La nieta.
La nuera.
La nuera.
El padrastro.
El padrastro.
El padre.
El padre.
Los padres.
Los padres.
Los parientes.
Los parientes.
Oh, and another way to say padre, they say papa.
Wait. I learned a little lost padres. That's 2 days.
No, los padres, that's parents. Could be 2 days, but technically, Yeah. And they always use the max, like you say, los abuelos for grandparents. You use padres as like a blanket term for parents. It could be any kind of family unit. They use padres. Yeah.
That's two women. Do they call them padres?
Well, it's for parents.
That's
La Madre.
It's like there's my padre.
But that's because there's no president.
It's legal now.
And honestly, I've never been in that situation like to hear the difference. They might say madres, I don't know, but I've always just used padres for parents, and everybody's kind of understood what I said. So, yeah.
Can you not be disrespectful?
Sorry.
All right, los parientes.
Los parientes.
El primo.
El primo.
La prima.
La prima.
El sobrino.
El sobrino.
La sobrina.
La sobrina.
El suegro.
El suegro.
La suegra.
La suegra.
El tío.
El tío.
La tía.
La tía.
El yerno.
El yerno.
As a side note for tío and tía, now that is uncle and aunt, but it's also a slang term. Like if you see ladies, if you see a hot guy, it's like, ay, mira el tío. It's, look at that guy. They use tío for like a hot guy and tía for a hot girl.
Like, there's my uncle. He's hot.
Yeah, I don't know why they do, but they do. It's also slang. All right. Nephew and niece. Sobrino, sobrina.
Is that on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's under primo. It's under cousin.
What would a girl say? I mean, what would a guy say? Like, you're hot.
No, a guy would call a girl a tia.
So you're hot like my aunt. Basically,
Weird.
you're saying.
What? I'm not saying. I don't know.
My aunt's hot.
That's a cultural thing. I don't know. All right, look at otras personas. El amigo.
El amigo.
Oh wow, that was dead. El amigo.
El amigo.
La amiga.
La amiga.
La gente.
La gente.
El muchacho.
El muchacho.
La muchacha.
La muchacha.
El niño.
El niño.
Wasn't that a storm?
That's a weather system. Yeah.
yeah.
La niña.
La niña.
El novio.
El novio.
La novia.
La novia.
La persona.
La persona. Is that like some weird place in some of the countries?
El artista.
El artista.
El doctor.
El doctor.
El médico.
El médico.
El ingeniero.
El ingeniero.
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 There you go. El periodista.
El periodista.
El programador.
El programador.
Bueno. All right. Now you have a
La
section.
programador.
La programadora.
That
Right.
was-
That would be a female computer program. All right. There are the section of adjectivos, but don't worry because we have that large sheet of adjectives that we're going to go back to use. We also have nationalities. And verbs. I'm going to go over those two sections by themselves at later times. So what you need to focus on right now is the la familia, otras personas, and profesiones. So what I want you guys to do on both sides, I'm actually going to select my groups on this side. I know that class is kind of small, so you can pick partners, but everybody needs to have a partner. And you guys are going to go over the pronunciation with each other before we move on. So I'm going to mute myself over here. You guys go over the pronunciation with a partner, and I'm going to put them in groups, let them go over the pronunciation, and then we'll come back in about 5 minutes, okay? Bueno. Sí. All right, see you in 5 minutos. Okay, bueno. Alright, I'm going to give you guys some preguntas to get you to start talking about your familia. It would be beneficial if you would write these down because you're going to see them again. You're going to have to ask them again.
Más despacio, por favor.
No, who's your
Running too
daddy?
fast.
Not what?
Who's your daddy?
Not exactly.
Who's your daddy?
Flag isn't fixed. They'll tell me.
What is your
I
mom's
would say
name?
Yama
Or dad's name?
Padre. My dad's name is Dad. Me, Madre S. Oh. Oh, say Mama.
Now, could you say mama, papa?
You can say mama, papa. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you something about papa. Okay? If you're going to use that.
Doesn't it also mean potato and pope?
Yes.
Wait.
Papa. No. Okay. Let me blow your mind for a second. Papa with the accent here, that's father.
Okay.
Okay?
That's proper.
Papa with the accent here is the Pope, the head of the Roman Catholic Church.
What if it's both?
Papa with no accent is potato. So you got dad, Pope, potato.
I love potatoes.
So you could ask someone what the potato's name is.
Yeah. Como se llama tu papa? Yeah. What's your potato's name?
I'd like to name mine Bill.
Yeah. So be careful about that. That's where I keep preaching to you all that accents are so important. There's a reason why. I mean, are you talking about your dad, the Pope, or potatoes?
I'm thinking potatoes.
And see, the thing is, like, when we talk about food, you say it like, another thing is, this papa is la papa, the Pope. So if you say las papas son deliciosas, instead of saying los papas, they're masculine, that's potatoes. If you say las papas, you're saying the popes are delicious.
I was
That's
gonna say
a little
potatoes.
weird.
Okay.
Yes, be careful with that. You know what? I honestly don't know why they put the feminine article in front of it. It's actually kind of different. All right, let's move on from that. Okay, so what am I asking in this question?
What is your mom and dad's name?
Yeah, what's your mom's name or what's your dad's name? That's why I put madre / padre.
Could you say E? And dad?
No. Now here's the reason why. I ask you guys, ¿Cómo te llamas? That is literally, what are you called?
I am called.
And you say, me llamo, I am called whatever. Okay? So se llama, when you say ¿Cómo se llama tu madre? You're literally saying, what is your mother called?
Mom.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a real name, but alright. Or ¿Cómo se llama tu padre? So to answer that, now tu without the accent, that's your, okay? And then to respond with my, you're going to say me. So if I ask you ¿Cómo se llama tu madre? You're going to say mi madre se llama and her name. Or if I ask you ¿Cómo se llama tu padre? You're going to say mi padre se llama and his name. Okay? So, por ejemplo, ¿Cómo se llama tu madre? Elena, ¿cómo se llama tu madre?
Mi madre se llama Donna.
You don't need the S. Mi madre se llama Donna. Is that what you said? If you say se llama es, or a lot of us want to say me llamo es, you're saying I am called is.
I am called is Don.
Well, if you don't have mom.
Then you would. I don't either. I don't have parents, so I
Just like,
She's alive, I don't think.
how was he made? Like,
No.
photosynthesis?
Seriously, you would ask me that?
No, that's not. Oh, never mind. That's not me. Who are you talking to?
Because I just said I don't have parents, and you said, well, how are you made by photosynthesis?
Oh, yeah, I was like, what? I didn't say that. I was like,
That's plants.
So I wasn't sure if that was directed towards me or not.
As Richard was him, but then he doesn't have a mom. Like,
Oh, so you sound black.
Listen, Dobby, you might be joking, but there are some people where that's actually a very touchy subject, and you might get your lights punched out if you're not careful. So don't say those kind of things around people. It's a touchy subject. Like, for me.
Oh my God, thank you too. My pencil's
Okay.
so big.
So, okay, if you don't have, listen, if you don't have a mother or father that you claim, because I know that's really typical now, then you just politely say, no tango, and that roll, no tango madre, no tango padre, that's what you would say. Because no tango is I don't have. Alright, so that's what you would say. That's what you would say. Nobody's ever asked me that before, really.
What? Did I hurt your feelings that I am?
No.
Okay. Thank God. I'm about to cry.
So you say no tango madre, no tango padre. And usually I love this section, but it does get kind of touchy sometimes when I ask about certain
Now you know we don't call mom.
family members. Okay, gotcha. Alright. So, ¿cómo se llama tu padre? Alright, ¿cómo se llama tu padre?
Mi padre se llama Jaime.
Jaime. Jamie, right? Jaime. That's how you say it in Espanol. Bueno. Alright? So that's that question. Okay? How many of you, I should ask this. Who on either side, East Ridge or Valley, or do I have any only children?
I wish I'd give money for it.
Anybody over there, your only child? Me too. We're spirit animals, because I'm
Six
not.
brothers and one
Wait,
sister.
I'm still good animal.
Spirit animals, yeah. Okay, so anybody over here an only child? Okay, so to say that you're an only child, because I'm getting ready to talk about how to ask about siblings. So if you're an only child, so to say,
named Jared.
an only child, you're going to say soy, hijo, or hija, único, or única. So if you're a chico, you're going to say soy hijo único. I'm an only child. If you're a chica, you're going to say soy hija única. I'm an only girl child. Soy hija única. I'm an only child. Yeah, very lonely. Thing. All right.
Oh man, how do you say your brother or sister is such and such?
I'll just have to say that comes later. All right. This is also a question that's going to come up a lot.
How many siblings do you have?
Well, this is not necessarily how many do you have, but it's just
Do you have?
do you have siblings? Okay?
Technically it says have siblings.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Tienes is do you have? Tienes hermanos. Clase, repite después de mí. Tienes hermanos. Tienes hermanos. Bueno, sí.
¿Cuántos años tienes, hermanos? Would that be how many siblings do you have?
That means how old are your siblings?
Wait,
¿Cuántos hermanos tienes?
dang it.
Did he add the años in there?
Yeah. All right. So tienes hermanos is do you have siblings? I made it hermanos plural and it's masculine, but that means siblings in general. That means brothers and sisters all together. You might only have sisters, and when you answer, When you answer, you can be specific and say, yo tengo dos hermanas. But when you ask the question, you just ask for siblings, hermanos. So to answer, tienes hermanos, you say sí, tango, and then you can add the amount in there if you want to. Hermanos. Or if you're an only child, you can say no. No tengo hermanos. Alright. So if I ask you, ¿tienes hermanos? Tamara, ¿tienes hermanos?
Sí, tengo dos hermanos.
Sí, tengo dos hermanos. Fabio, ¿tienes hermanos?
Sí, tengo dos hermanos.
Dos hermanos. Bueno. Alright, then I might ask you, ¿cómo se llama?
What's their name?
Yeah.
Well, I'd have to give you 7 names.
I'd have to give you 4.
Yama, Isaac, and Lucas.
Muy bien. But don't forget if you're answering and you have multiple siblings, don't say and.
E.
E. That's something really common that we want to do. We want to Spanglish. And we want to list out things and say and instead of E.
So
I'm
it's
backwards because I want to say like something something e something instead of something something and something in English.
Interessante.
I do it all the time to my dad, and
All right. I'm going to stop right here on talking about your familia. You need to look in your paquete at actividad 3. Oh, Dios mío. Actividad 3. Alright, I'm going to borrow this for a second.
okay.
Look at actividad 3. It says, provide the letter of the phrase that matches each description. 2 items will not be used. Alright, so what you have is like on the first, the one side it's kind of like a definition, and on the second side it's the term that you're looking for. You need to find which ones go together. So if we look at numero uno, we'll do that one together. Mi hermano programa las computadoras. What is that saying? What do you think that says?
My brother programs computers.
My brother programs computers.
My brother is a programmer.
He's a programador. So which one would that be?
C.
C. So those two would go together.
That's the easiest one.
Alright, that's what you're going to do. Now, if you do not finish this in clase, it becomes tarea.
Tomorrow work.
Yeah, tomorrow work. Don't forget that you have a prueba mañana over números. I keep stressing that. It's a big prueba. We'll go over this actividad mañana. Guys, you have any questions over there about your quiz tomorrow? Or about La Familia? Anything? No? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and log off and be back during 4th period. Adios. Hasta mañana.